Hello, everyone. Mark Armstrong here, CEO and co-founder of Rate My Agent. So we're here for another session of the Espresso Series. And for people who haven't seen this before, this is a couple of aims here. Is we want to show people's agents what we're doing in Rate My Agent, and it's a great opportunity to ask questions. And we're always happy to answer any questions that anyone has. Someone's already come through. The new trusted agent is actually, can they be in the agent promoter? Carol, I'll answer that right now. The short answer is today, no, but we are building a solution to that. You're not the first person to ask that question. The trusted agent badge is absolutely taken off. And I'm going to explore that a little bit today for people who don't know what the trusted agent badge is. It's essentially a badge that we award agents who request 100% of reviews for 100% of from 100% of their sellers. So the idea of that is that we love agents that embrace transparency, and they welcome feedback from every one of their customers. And it's something that it was feedback that we had from consumers. We over the last few months, we've actually done a lot of consumer testing, a lot of feedback from consumers. And the thing that they told us was that star ratings, and as we all know, star ratings are a bit of a wank. They're not really the be all and end all. They don't tell us a lot, but we do need to have star ratings because they're very important from an SEO, a Google SEO point of view. Google loves star ratings, so we are in a sense pot committed to star ratings. But we certainly heard from consumers that they want more, and that trusted badge, which I'll get to in a second, is really a part of that. So Carol, absolutely coming. Please reach out to our team. I think that we've got designers working on that at the moment, and if you'd like to give that a go through Promoter, I'm sure that the team would love to hear from you. So what I'm going to talk about today is our development team has been so hard at work that they've released so many new features in Rate My Agent that one of the things we don't do very well is we just don't pause and take time to actually tell you guys what we're doing and new features that are coming along. And we've had that a lot from agents. They contact us and say, I just found a new button on your website. Where did that come from? What does it do? So we understand that we're not great at that, at communicating that. We're great at building amazing software. I hope you all agree. I think we're pretty good at building amazing software, but we really want to focus on engaging more with the market and listening more and showing you what we're doing. So there's 4 things I'm going to show you today. The first one is our Google Review Manager. We've spent a lot of time working into the Google platform. I think most of you will have seen our Google Posts feature where you can post directly into Google. I think most of you, we've spoken about the SEO optimization and how well that's working, but we're now taking that next step into the Google review section. So I'm just going to share, it's Google reviews first of all, then I'm going to talk about auto review requests and how that leads into the trusted agent badge. And then I'm going to talk about sold selfies and video reviews, some things that a lot of agents ask for. So we'll just do a bit of a dive into that and show you how it all works. So let's share my screen. I hope everyone can see that. I'm sure someone will tell me if they can't see it. Let's go there. Okay. So the first thing to show you here is, I think a lot of people are aware of this, but our review syndication is working really well. Review syndication is where we, I've got a question there, Q&A. Let me have a look at that. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So we're doing a lot in Google My Business, and we've started that process of review syndication. So if you look at this profile here, you'll see that this review for Ben says, from first inspection to settlement, Ben has been friendly and easygoing. If I go into Google reviews, you can see here that the first review here says, from first inspection to settlement, Ben has been friendly and easygoing. So what that means is that review actually originated from Rate My Agent. That's where it was posted first of all. And we prompted the consumer in a couple of clicks to move that across into Google Reviews. So they don't have to write the review out again. They write it once and they bring it across. They can edit it and change the review a little bit if they choose to, and in some cases they do. But that review originated from Rate My Agent. If we look at this next one here, it says, I could not speak more highly of Mr. Linham. Again, if we go down to this next review here, you'll see that that review originated from Rate My Agent. So when I did an analysis of those reviews, we actually found out of the last 10 reviews posted into Google My Business, for this particular agency, 7 of them actually originated from Rate My Agent. So in terms of the percentage of reviews that are in Google that originate from Rate My Agent, it's really growing, and our team's working on solving that problem. So what have we done now? So what does the Google Review Manager mean? So if you go into the dashboard and you click on reviews, you'll see that there's a new tab here called Google Reviews. So if you click on this, you can now actually manage your, it's going to take a little while to come up. You can actually now manage, here are all the Google reviews. So we're posting Google reviews one way, but we're now sucking the reviews back into our system. So you can manage your Google reviews from here. So the first thing and the main thing you can do at this stage is you can reply to your Google reviews. Come in here and type in a reply and push submit. And that will automatically populate your Google reviews area. So really important. This is just, we heard from agents that the management, the ongoing management of all these different platforms was a concern. And this is just a part of that process for us of making your lives easier, ingesting those Google reviews and allowing you to reply to them from one system. Just makes your lives a lot easier and saves time. The next step with Google reviews is they'll actually start appearing in the coming weeks. They'll actually start appearing on your Rate My Agent profile. So you'll see your Google reviews along with your other reviews as well. And we'll put linkages back to Google and do all those sorts of things. So we've had some really great feedback about our Google, the Review Manager. It's a really simple little feature, but it's really cool and it works really well. It is a part of our subscription. So if you are looking for that Google Review Manager and that complete Google integration, and you want to find out more, you can always contact our support team, support@ratemyagent.com.au. So the next feature to talk about is auto review requests. So auto review requests mean that we actually heard again from a lot of agents that they just want to, they're happy to request reviews for 100% of properties, but they just want to make it a really seamless process. And they just want to flick a switch, get the data feed coming through from their data feed provider, and just make the review go out automatically. So we've launched the first iteration of that. There's a button up here that says automated reviews. If you go into your dashboard and you click that button, it will create a ticket to our support team. Our support team will get in touch and we'll turn that on for you. We have a lot of the CRMs hooked up already. There's a couple that we're just working through at the moment. So in many cases, your CRM will already have the ability to flow the data through. So what I'm talking about here is your buyer and your seller name and email address. So it allows us to automate that review request. So that's phase one. It's already ready to go, and we're working on phase two, which is still a few months away. But I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what phase two of automated review requests looks like. So we heard from a lot of agents that in some cases they might not want to send the review requests. So having a completely automated system, it just doesn't give them the option to pause or a review request going out. So this is the next phase that we'll build into the system. Here are the designs. So it's not live yet, but I'm just giving you a bit of a sneak peek that will give you all of these controls. We'll give you a buffer to say, do you want to send the review request immediately, or would you like us to send you an email notifying you that it's going to go out in 24 hours time or 48 hours time, and give you control to stop it if you'd like to stop it. Who do you want the review request to come from? Do you want it just to be the lead agent? Do you want to send one out for both, for the supporting and the lead agent? Do you want to send them out by email and SMS? So just giving you complete control over the review requests. And this will be the email. If you decide to have what we call a partial integration, a partial automation, when we get the data and the CRM tells us that you sold the property, it will trigger an email that looks like this. We'll send you the email and it will give you a couple of options, just confirming that, hey, we're going to send the review request, and this is the information these are the details we're sending it to. And you'll have the opportunity, if you'd like to cancel it, then you can cancel it and the review request will stop. If some of the details here are wrong, where you can edit the details to make sure it goes out. And if you'd like to change this time, so here it says you have 48 hours. If you'd like to change that time, you can go in there and edit that. I'm on my review page, but there's no Google review button. I do not have automated reviews. So Carol, the Google review automated button sits at agency level, not at individual agent level, because the data feed actually comes at agent level. So I'm assuming that's why you're not seeing the button there. It may well, yeah, so as any data integration like this is in most cases is not controlled by the agent, it's controlled by your agency. So we've had a lot of agencies that are setting up automated review requests. Will we be able to get Google reviews at agent level? So at the moment, it depends on whether you have your own. That's a tricky question, but I think I've got the answer. If you have your own Google My Business listing as an agent, then you can absolutely hook up your personal agent profile to your Google My Business listing. Google has actually carved out real estate as one of the few industries where an individual is allowed to sign up and have their own Google My Business listing. We did go through that in a previous episode. So I think if you go to our blog, you'll find the information about how to set up a Google My Business listing. So the short answer is yes, you absolutely will be able to set up your own Google My Business listing. You'll be able to link your personal page to it and away you go. So that's automated review requests. We've had some great feedback from agents around how this works, and just touching on that trusted agent. This is what will happen. So if you set up automated review requests and you request 100% of your reviews, or even if you request them manually, if you're sitting there at the moment and over the last 12 months you've sold 15 properties but you haven't requested reviews for 3 of them, then you won't be having this trusted badge appearing on your profile. If you go in and manually send the review request for those 3 properties, or if you set up that automated review request, then this trusted badge will appear on your profile. Why do we think that's important? Well, it's really important because this is the feedback we've had from consumers. This is one of the things that they really wanted to know. So this is not Rate My Agent saying this is an important badge. This is your customer that is saying that we want complete transparency. We want to know that this agent or the agent that we're talking to is happy to get feedback from all of their customers. And the question before was around this badge, are we able to use it in Promoter and ultimately Social Media Manager and widgets and listing reports? The short answer to that is yes. The guys are building those features at the moment. I suggest the first step is anyone who's listening is go into your profile, request reviews for 100% of your properties, qualify for that trusted badge, and then as soon as these new features come out, you'll be ready to go. You'll be ready to promote them through Promoter and do those sorts of things. Susan asks, how will the Google reviews work with auto feeding to social media? Susan, it doesn't actually impact the auto feeding to social media, so it's 2 completely different feeds. I think I've got that question right. It won't actually impact. So these are mutually exclusive. The consumer posts into Google reviews on your behalf. and the link to social media is a separate link, so it shouldn't impact at all. If you do have any other queries about that, Susan, please contact our support team again, support@ratemyagent.com.au, and they'll be able to talk you through. But I'm not aware of any way that will impact that for you. So, so automated review requests and trusted agent badges. We had a lot of feedback about these things, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive, which is really wonderful. The last two things to show you, because we are running out of time, is sold selfies and video reviews. We got absolutely smashed with agents asking for video reviews last year. It was in the US as well as Australia. It was one of the most common requests that we had. So we've absolutely built that into the system, the ability to upload video reviews and also sold selfies. So how does that work? If I come in to let's touch on sold selfies first, and then I'll touch on video reviews. So there's actually two ways that you can upload a sold selfie into the system. It's via the review request process. So if you're requesting a review from your customer, you can simply upload sold selfie there. So if you've taken a picture with them in front of the signboard, or they've come to pick up the keys and you've given them a hamper or whatever it is, the sold selfie really brings life to these reviews. So you can upload the sold selfie there. Alternatively, if you've already got the review and you want to upload the sold selfie retrospectively, you can actually come into the completed review section here and you can upload the sold selfie there. So you can do it upon request, or you can do it afterwards. You can also do video review here as well. So if you do have a video review, the video review can only be uploaded after the written review's been posted, so it's linked to that review. But you can simply click add video, copy and paste the YouTube link in there, and it will upload the video review. So what do they look like and why are they so important? Here's Josh Teslin, our agent of the year. He loves sold selfies. He does it for a lot of his properties. He'll take a photo. He loves his good old thumbs up. He's probably the top agent in the country at the moment. He's absolutely flying. But he takes a photo with a lot of his clients in front of the sold board. So if I click on that, you'll see that the sold selfie appears there. The feedback we've had from consumers about this sort of stuff is really, really positive, because, as I said, it really brings life to the review. It gives it that. The reason we did this was because customers said, or consumers said, we want higher level of verification, and we put this little badge here to say this is a verified review. But when you actually see a photo of your client in front of the sold board, you've got 100% verification there. You know that this is a genuine review, and all of the customer feedback we've had has been extremely positive around this. If I look at video reviews, here's an agent here, Leo, who's got a number of video reviews. So this is how they appear on the on his profile. If I click into here, I'm not sure if the sound's going to work, but we can.
So we had Leo to sell our beautiful home here.
I don't think the sound is working, but that's the way the video reviews work there. So again, a video review, again, the feedback we had from customers was video reviews it's probably the highest level of verification you can have is your actual customer standing in front of the property they've just bought or sold, giving a glowing review. So that's it in a bit of a nutshell. So we're really proud of those products that we've launched. I do have a whole lot of questions coming through, which our sound was working. Awesome. So there is a few questions coming through, but Google Review Manager, an awesome little tool to save you time. Auto review requests, get that, you contact us if you'd like to get that up and running. You can click that button within the agency dashboard, or you can contact us at support@ratemyagent.com.au. Sold selfies and video reviews are all there ready to go for subscribers. They do form part of the base level subscription. But as I said, we're getting amazing feedback from customers about that. What's someone saying here? No.com.au. So sorry, it's just support@ratemyagent.com. I don't know if that's right, Stephen, but try support@ratemyagent.com, or it's support@rateagent.com will get there as well. So Peter has asked here, Mark, this is only available to agency subscriptions? So I think, Peter, you're talking about the automated review requests. Yes, it is, that linking that up. So if you've got questions about how that works, please contact us and we can talk you through it. Thanks. If you have, so I think that's all the questions that have come through. I've just had it confirmed that that the email will work for both .com and both.com.au. So if you do need us, support@rateagent.com.au. Will video reviews be available in Promoter? The short answer is yes, they will. The guys are doing some amazing work at the moment with Video Promoter. We've got some huge products coming out in the coming weeks, which includes a lot of video listings for Promoter, and some of the stuff they're working on is just phenomenal. Really smart people that are building this sort of stuff. So short answer is that we will be building reviews, video reviews into Promoter. So what we're suggesting now is get ready. I mean, everyone listening to this is got the opportunity to get ready and get that trusted badge up. So when we launch Promoter and when we launch all these other products, we're giving you a little bit of an inside running to have that badge ready to go. Get video reviews into the system. So when we launch it for Promoter and Social Media Manager and all those sorts of things, you'll be ready. You'll have the content, and the same with sold selfies. So that's a big part of this what we're trying to do here is come along to this session each week. You'll get inside knowledge onto what we're doing, what's coming up in the pipeline. Someone's raised their hand. I work in property management. Are these features available for leasing reviews? It's a really good question. We actually have a lot of work. So the answer is it's not. Some of these features aren't ready for property management. We build them in the sales engine first, and then we bring them across to property management. We do have quite a bit of a pipeline there for property management. So it's an anonymous attendee who asked that question, but I do apologise because it's something that we've got to turn some focus back onto property management. And start building these things out. So please be patient with us. We will get there. We always expect these things to be built faster than they are. Another question here, it works for both. Also notice that some consumer-focused tools. Yeah, so we actually have, that's a really good point. We've got some awesome consumer-facing tools, which we'll talk about maybe in another webinar, but you actually, this is some really cool stuff that we've got going on here. Track properties is really cool. So if a customer wants to, if I go into a property here and I want to track, I'm interested in this property and I want to track it, I just need to click track property and track property. And then it's done because I'm already logged in. It automatically tracks that property for me. So from a consumer point of view, I'm going to untrack that. And what that will do is when that property sells. So if you have someone that's thinking about selling their property and they're tracking that property from a comparable sale point of view, when it sells and you report the result, it will ping them an email. It comes from you, so it's really powerful marketing again. It comes from you as the agent saying, hey, just to let you know, I've sold this property or this property is sold for X. And if you want to get in touch, away you go. And the other feature we've launched is compare agents, which is consumers really wanted this one as well. So if I come into an area here, I can click compare agents, can compare a number of agents. And then click on here, view agents, and I can see side by side these agents, and I can get in touch with them. So a couple of really cool features that as I said, we're building stuff every day. We're launching new features all the time, which is something that we're really quite proud of. I think that's all the questions I've got. No, it's not. I'll scroll down. How do you reset your 100% reviews to achieve a trusted agent badge? So basically the way that the trusted agent badge works is it's viewed over the last 12 months. So if you've sold 15 properties in the last 12 months, then you need to request 15 reviews from those 15 sellers. It's just tied to seller reviews. We think you should request buyer reviews as well, but it's just tied to the seller feedback in the same way that our awards are. So it's not resetting it. It's basically just making sure when you go into our system and you go into reviews, we will show you the review request opportunities will be displayed based on the last 12 months. So if it says you've got 3 review request opportunities, that will be over the last 12 months. So you just need to get that down to 0. There is a button there that allows you to display more than 12 months, but we're just asking you to, as a rolling average, or not a rolling average, but rolling every 12 months, you need to request the review. We do have a bit of a lag, just so you know that when you sell a property, we do delay it impacting your trusted badge. I think it's set at 30 days. So you have 30 days in which to request the review. So if it's subject to finance or some other things going on there, then we do give you that 30 days to do it. Are the 100% asked for reviews retrospective or each calendar year? So as I said, they're rolling every day. So it's the last 12 months from today. So 12 months going back. So once you get up to date, moving forward, you just have to make sure that you request the reviews for any new transactions. And that will our system will automatically award you the badge once you request 100% of the reviews. There is only one other stipulation, is that you need to have sold 10 properties over the last 12 months. So we just didn't think that was the feedback we had. If you've been involved in 1 transaction or 2 transactions, it won't qualify. To qualify for a trusted badge, you need to have sold at least 10 properties and requested 10 reviews. More questions. So Jan, not calendar year, as I said, from today, 12 months back. What if you're a secondary agent? So at this stage, the trusted agent badge relates to 10 lead agent. It's something that Shane that we'll have a look at around the supporting agent. But at this stage, the way the trusted agent badge works for reviews requested for lead agent status. We've got another question here. Linking reviews back to agent's actual business page rather than agency. I'm not sure what that means. Linking reviews back to agent's actual Google page rather than agency. So that question comes from Shane. So Shane, that's just a matter of you setting up your own Google My Business listing and connecting it, going into your profile and connecting in linked accounts, linking it across to your Google My Business listing. I'm pretty sure I've got that right. If you do have any other questions, Shane, please just reach out to our support team. And if I've got it wrong, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Susan's asked, do many potential sellers look at Rate My Agent to check out real estate agents? The short answer is, Susan, yes. I think that was a little problem we had in the early days. Our organic traffic has doubled since the start of this year. We're now approaching 500,000 unique visitors a month. That's doubled in the last 12 months. We were sitting at about 250,000 12 months ago. So our traffic is really growing exponentially. Agents are obviously promoting their profiles and driving traffic to the website. And as I said, as everyone knows, we don't do really above the line advertising, TV and radio, but we get an enormous amount of traffic via that SEO, that Google search. Actually, an agent just texted me the other day and he said, I'll tell you exactly what he said. Where am I? Where are you? Nigel. He said, hey, just to let you, no, that's not it. Here it is. Good case study for you. Just wanted to let you know I signed up an auction today off the back of my RMA profile. Vendor had previously had an agent through, but didn't feel right. She Googled agents with good reviews in the suburb. I won't disclose the suburb, but agent with good reviews in the suburb. Found his profile, and as he says here, and the rest is history. So Susan, absolutely, more and more consumers are now becoming aware of Rate My Agent. The traffic is growing And agents all over the country are winning a lot of business from their Rate My Agent profile. I can tell you that for sure. Hi, Mark. I had to leave the session. Are we able to view this again via link, please? Yes. So, Shane, we will send out a video. We are recording this. I hope we're recording this. It's going on. Yes, we are recording. And we'll send this out, I think, either this afternoon or tomorrow. Susan's asked, do many potential sellers? Oh, no, I've already answered that one because you said, okay, thank you. I think that's all the questions. A great session. Thank you all for coming along. We had a lot of people in this session, which is great. If you do have any questions about what we're doing, I've said this 1,000 times about Rate My Agent. We're an open and transparent business. We love feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. We embrace reviews. We embrace customer feedback. If you see something in the platform that you'd like it to do, please let us know. If there's something in the platform that's not working the way you want it to work, please let us know. I can't guarantee we solve those problems immediately, but we certainly listen. And all of these features that we've just spoken about today, we've developed because agents and consumers have come to us and said, hey, I'm just reading something else there. They'd like us to do this. So as a business, we really like to respond. What we'll do is we're going to see you in 2 weeks' time. So the Espresso Series is going to go fortnightly. I'm actually taking a week off next week, school holidays, so I'm looking forward to spending some time with the kids. So we'll see you in Espresso Series. We'll go from weekly to fortnightly. And if there's anything you'd like us to do, here I've got more questions coming through. Can I? Our areas experience a lot of mortgagee and possession sales. How do agents get reviews for these? The banks will not give reviews, so it will affect. The answer to that is you just need to request the review. And if you request the review, to the bank, you're obviously aware that they won't post the review, but you just need to request the review. So if you do have any problems with that, please contact us. We have had that question before. We understand that in some areas there's a lot of mortgagee and possession sales, and we understand the banks won't write reviews. But if you can request the review from the bank and understanding that they probably won't do it, you will still qualify for that trusted badge. So not a perfect solution, but it's if you do have any other ideas about how to solve that problem, we're absolutely all ears and happy to listen. But talking to a lot of agents around that issue, that's the best solution that we can come up with. So that trusted agent badge is around review request. The highly recommended badge, which we spoke about last week, is around reviews received. And it's really around that RMA score. So everyone if anyone's going away for the holidays next week, have a great holiday. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks with another Espresso Series. Thanks for coming along. We had a lot of people this week, which is great to see. And we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.